What's a good word, YouTube? Man, strange times. Sitting here finishing my morning coffee. Got the girlies out to go do their business. And every time I get out on the property and they're sniffing around looking for a spot to handle it, and I start looking around, and instantly I get real, what's the word, vigilant. You know, like I need to be watching my back. And it's coming from the city, right? Where you do that. Wherever you go, whatever you do, I don't care if you're at the shopping mall or you're at the grocery store, or you're at the post office, right? When I was a kid, motherfuckers going postal in the post office, right? So the boogeyman is never far away, right? And so I'm hyper vigilant. And at this time of the day, like I said, the girls did their thing. I'm drinking my coffee. This is my reflection time, right? My meditation time, my quiet time before I get going on my day. The TV's on, but there's no volume. I just sit here and look out the window and ponder some shit. And this morning, as a kid coming up, I grew up in 15 different foster homes. That's 15 different families. Best recollection, and from my records, that little bit of shit I got, I'm pretty sure 15 is an accurate number. And I moved 18 times. That means a couple of those times was back home with mom and back in the foster homes, right? So it's a lot of activity for a kid, right? A lot of instability, a lot of drama, a lot of trauma. And I sit here trying to figure out my life and to be happy and to create a legacy. That's my goal. And in doing so, I'm hoping that I'll find some happiness, right? Because hasn't been much in my life for happiness. And now that I'm in control 100%, it all falls on my shoulders, right? There is no old lady, there is no kid, there is no excuses why I can't be happy, right? But I'm not even close. I'm excited. I'm ready for what it is I'm doing. But as far as being happy, no. You know, the beauty and the stillness and the calm and the peace that I have here on this property helps, but it also fucks with me. And because it's not what I'm used to, right? And I didn't see this coming. There's no way I could know what this isolation would feel like until I was here, right? There's no way. Because when I left Cali, I lived in a mobile home park. There were motherfuckers all over me, right? And I couldn't wait to get the fuck out of there. So I went from the frying pan into the fucking freezer. Right now it's chilly. Weather is cold as a motherfucker, and there's nobody around, right? If I was out in the field walking the dog and something happened to me and I fell down, you know, fuck a heart attack or whatever, man, some kind of emergency, and I started hollering, nobody would hear me. There's nobody to hear me holler, right? And if I didn't have a cell phone or a means of communication, you'd find my dead body outside. Just like right outside my window, I got a little dead birdie bashed into the fucking window yesterday. I had a flock of birds in the front yard. Must have been 25, 30 birds easy. These little, they look like little black and white birds, but They all decided to fucking giddy up and go at the same time, and they're bang, bang, bang. I look out the window and one of them busted his fucking neck or something. I kept hoping I'd look out there and he'd be gone, right? Like he knocked himself silly and just had to come to so they could split, right? Wake the fuck up, but whoa. There was something flying in the air and it was mighty big. Oh, it was two birds. I see. Anyway, the little bird that crashed in the window, he's laying outside croaked. So, like I was saying, living up here is a little creepy, man. It's the unknown, the fear of the unknown. And it's a different kind of fear, right? It's not like being afraid to get beat up or getting nervous because the cops pulled you over or that kind of fear, right? It's not, that's adrenaline. This is different. This is like fear of the unknown. It's the only way I know how to describe what it feels like when I'm outside in the yard, because I don't know what I'm going to see. I don't know what I'm going to experience. Is it going to be beautiful? Is it going to be dangerous? You know, I'm close to the Canadian border. That's how far north I am. I'm less than an hour from Canada. And so there's a lot of big critters up here, homie. And I'm a fish out of water. You know, I was naive not to realize how affected I would be with moving so far from home onto such a big piece of property all by myself, and what that would feel like and what that would do to me, right? Because it fucks with me, it does. You pluck somebody out of LA, New York, Chicago, Frisco, I don't give a fuck, any big ass city, and drop them on 30 acres up in the great North Woods? Are you fucking kidding me? Tell me you wouldn't be fucking a little uptight. But it's exciting, right? It's not worry. I'm not worried about survival. I'm not worried about dying. I'm not worried about getting hurt. It's excitement, right? It's, like I said in one other video, it's like being a pioneer. To me, living up here, it's like I get to be a pioneer, live off the land. You know, I got a big ass chicken coop off the side of the barn I've never even set foot in. I got a big steel building on the back of the property. I still haven't set foot in there yet. I haven't had no need to, and I really don't give a shit what's in there. Doesn't matter. Same thing for the chicken coop. It doesn't matter because I got no use for it right now. But that'll change, right? Misfit Island will grow. I see all these things in my head. I see the opportunity that's here. It's heartwarming to see the potential that this property has to offer, right? I've been doing a bunch of work in the yard, exposing all this stonework that was overgrown. I mean, there's brick and shit out there that I had no idea was here that I can see now. I love that. I came from a very different world than the one we live in today, right? Welfare, food stamps, and cockroaches was my early childhood. And then living in foster homes, I live with a lot of different people from a lot of different walks of life, you know, mostly middle-class folk. For the most part, they were all right. I had some people that were fucked and abusive for sure. I had a foster mom that used to like to beat on me. So I've had a wide range of influence on my life. And now, while I sit here doing my morning meditation bullshit, I start thinking about all that shit that happened to me as a kid and how that fucks with me as an adult, how that affects my Boy Scout, right? How I don't trust people, how my emotions are very volatile, right? My temper, my sadness is right at the fucking surface, right? So it's a constant struggle to check all that emotion because I'm so volatile. And it's because of my childhood, right? And it's not a blame game, it's an explanation for my behavior, right? Because now I can see my behavior for what it really is, the way I truly act, you know, the way other people see me. I see that now. Where before, I didn't care, right? I didn't spend any time to reflect. And now, I know what people think of me and why, right? I can see myself for who I really am. And I get why I'm alone, right? I'm too intense, I'm too much, right? Johnny, you're too much. I get it. It scares everybody away. But it keeps me alive, man. It keeps me alive, right? I keep grabbing this thing because it's my fucking security blanket, right? Fucking A right. And because I never fucked up as a kid, I didn't lose my right to bear arms. Having my pistol handy makes me feel comfortable, right? It to scare off a critter or a bad person, right? I ain't looking to hurt nobody, but ain't nobody gonna hurt me, right? Not since that one foster home that foster mom put it to me. Nobody ever put it to me again, never. And they're not, right? I play by the fucking rules that we have to in this fucking life to stay out of prison, right? And at this fucking late stage in my life, I'm trying to set up a legacy so that when I die, this property feeds dogs with my money, right? Because when I die, the money don't go with. There'll be money left over, right? This property, this house, whatever bullshit I leave behind, right, is going to feed pit bulls. For me, there is nothing else. It's like that, right? So if I don't set that up, my shit goes to waste. And I'm not going to have that happen, right? There's no one to leave the shit to, so I leave it to the dogs, right? And it's not a bullshit story. Anybody want to fact check me? Bring it on. You want to see my fucking paperwork? Just ask. Go talk to my old foster parents, if they're still alive. My story is very different. It's very unique. And I know this. That's why my broken is very unique. My shit talking on Watson on one of my videos, a couple of videos that fucking went stratospheric, and I think that's because homie pushed them. That's my opinion. It's the only thing that makes any sense to me. Now watch, they're gonna fucking straight in the toilet again, because the last time I did this, that's exactly what happened. I have a feeling homie pays to push a couple of my videos that help promote his fucking channel. But still have yet to have the balls to fucking holler at your boy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too much. But it's kind of odd to me. You go look at most popular video I got, right? And look at the counts on the 2 or 3 best videos that I have, 26,000 or whatever the fuck number it is on that one video. That video keeps getting pushed, and then it gets pulled for a while, and then it'll get pushed again, then it gets pulled, and then it gets... Why is that? How come none of my other videos get pushed? I don't know. Once again, maybe I think too much, and I appreciate it. I ain't talking shit to Watson, right? I'm just trying to fucking get his attention to have a conversation. That's all. whatever. Some people are tongue-tied. Johnny don't give a fuck. I'll talk to anyone. If there was one person on the planet that I would like to have a conversation with, it's Keanu Reeves. You know, I'm not a starstruck motherfucker, but he is a pit bull lover from what it appears. I've never met the man, never talked to him. I don't know what the fuck's in his head, but it would appear he's a pit bull lover. And the characters he plays and his personality that comes through his characters, right? You can't hide who you are. I don't give a fuck how good of an actor you are. You just got to find a way to make your personality work with that character, right? And so Keanu Reeves' personality, right, is INFJ, intrigues me, right? Having a conversation with that man, I think, would be very fucking interesting. Same thing with Watson, just because it's straight shit, right? It's from an individual that ain't gonna front nothing, right? They're gonna say what they mean and mean what they say because they can. And they don't give a fuck. I like that. I do. I appreciate that fucking honesty. When it comes from somebody who's got nothing to lose, they don't have to bullshit you, man. That's like that Pennafuck, right? He's a billionaire. Why is he going to bullshit you about anything? He doesn't have to. Neither does Watson. Watson made it, right? Homie's up in the glass dildo with his Lambos and his Bentleys and shit. He's living the life, right? Got to respect that. He put it together. You can't deny that. You know, you'd be ignorant to. Right? And his personality, right, like I said, shines through on his videos. There's something about him that tells me him and I have something in common, and a conversation could be very fruitful for my fucking pit bulls, man. Otherwise, I don't give a fuck about him and his shit, right? It ain't like him and I are gonna go hit the gym together. But a collaboration with that motherfucker would help my dogs, right? And if it pushed a few old fucks to his program, well, good for them, right? That was my whole hustle about trying to get a hold of that motherfucker, was it could be beneficial to both of us. But whatever. Like I said, I'm grateful his fucking video goes up through the stratosphere on this fucking channel, and that brings me subscriptions. So, fuck, I can't complain, and I'm not complaining. So, Mr. Wes Watson, hopefully I don't get your panties in a wad. Now I know you motherfuckers are laughing. All right, on that note, I'm gonna get off the gadget. Much love and respect from me and Kimba and mine. She's down under the covers. I'm gonna go finish up my coffee, get about my day. It's cold, gloomy, and gray outside, so I think I'm gonna concentrate on some chores in the house today. Got some fucking dishes and laundry to do, you feel me? All right. Love the ones that love you back. Do your best with the rest. Do me a favor, please. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below. Have a beautiful day. We'll talk soon. Peace.